Hey, what is up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving Eve on this beautiful Whiskey Wednesday night, on the eve of Thanksgiving, as I just said. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Master and Drum Whiskey Room. I am Jason C. Welcome back to the show, as we do every Whiskey Wednesday night. Glad you guys are here. Glad you guys are here celebrating a little bit as we get ready for the festivities of tomorrow. I've been cooking most of the day today. I brined 2 turkeys, made some deviled eggs, or at least boiled the eggs for the deviled eggs. Made my stuffing already, so that's out of the way for tomorrow. And what else? And just cut up some stuff for tomorrow. So tomorrow's really where the fun and games begin. But looking forward to the family being here. And I wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Safe, happy, healthy one. Hope everyone doesn't get to hopefully anyone that's making a deep fried turkey doesn't burn your house down. Please be careful. And anyone else that's going to be having some annoying relatives over. God bless you. What is going on, everybody? Why does that cartoon turkey look like? JG, I think everybody looks like Hawk to you. All right. Yeah, I am very excited for not only tomorrow, but also tonight. Tonight, we're going to be blind tasting 9 of my 18 handpicked favorite rye whiskeys of 2025. The top 4 or top 3, maybe top 3. We'll see. I was kind of thinking that maybe the top 3 or 4 will make it to the next round or the final round, but there's a lot of great entrants here tonight that we're going to go through. It's actually none of these. These didn't make it tonight because they were just chosen randomly, but there are some really good ones in there. We'll see how they do. We will definitely get into that in a little bit. I have some samples I want to go through with a couple folks that were kind enough to send me some samples. And I also have the brand new Willett small batch and also the George T. Stagg 2025 we can get a quick taste of with you guys. So going to be a fun night. So let me jump back into the chat here and say hi to some folks. So we got Landon Rady. If Tanya doesn't win, I want my $1,000 back. Well, you're going to have to tune in a couple of weeks to find that out. Kitsap, those are still lost in small batch in. Johnson Drams. Oh, yes. Yeah, Cam's going to be dropping off the rest of the BTAC series, which I'm really excited to try, especially that Colonel Taylor. I've heard so many mixed reviews on that Colonel Taylor, so it'll be interesting to try it for myself. You guys know I'll be honest about that. What's up, Randall? The Express Erickson. I see that YouTube just decided to change everybody's names again. What the hell? Travis Robeson is here. Gobble, gobble. Patrick Grelick is here. Cheers all with you. Love me some Still Austin Rye. JD for the win. Patrick, again, thank you. I want to thank you and Tim for sending that great package up from Michigan. I really appreciate that. That was a really kind gesture. Thank you so much. Sending me some coffee, some nuts to snack on, and what else? And yeah, it was coffee. Oh, and those salted caramels. Those things look delicious. So I'll definitely be snacking on those tomorrow. Thank you so much. We got Jim Turner is here. What's up? Buffalo Bills. Sandeep Chima. We got Phil Asafaz. It's Whiskey Wednesday. That's right. Tim Romero is here. What's up, Tim? Nice to see you. Dr. Sped is here. Wild Turkey Beacon in the Glen. Counting the days to the Drum Key debut. That's right. Drum Key Spirits. My project of the last 2 years is finally releasing on December 5th. So a week from Friday. My Patreon members and also Barrel King Gold members will get a chance to get 3 bottles, 3 different expressions from the Drum Key lineup, the first 3 to drop. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a crazy day that day, but I'm very, very proud and very anxious and a little nervous at the same time. It's all the things, all the feelings, all the things happening. A-Brod, what's going up, man? We got Cajun Zariah. Cheers, all. Happy Thanksgiving. Poured some unique tonight. The new Brookladich Lottie Rye. Very nice. I think I actually have a bottle of that, but I have the first one. I don't think I have the new one. Cage, you'll have to let me know how that is. Justin Jenkins in the house. What's up, Justin? Nice to see you. Reese Mash is here. Russell's Reserve 14-year rye. Barrel of Thanks in the glass tonight. Damn, dude. That's awesome. Happy Thanksgiving from Stephen F8619. Cheers. We got Top Jimmy. Toby is here. We got Joey B is here. What's up, Joey? Nice to see you. EMC is here. Nice to see you, Emily, as always. Mrs. EJ is here. Nice to see you, Melissa. Randall, we said hi to. Warren's Bar is here. What's up, Warren? We got Whiskey Sensory Shenanigans. What is up? Nice to see you. We got J Gone 916. Port Finished Rye. We do have one of the Sagamores, I think, is in it tonight. Not the 10-year, but I think their cast strength is in the mix tonight. We'll see how it does. We got Echo Juliet. What's going on, EJ? Cheers, Jason. Hope all is. I don't know, things don't get hurt playing Turkey Bowl football. We'll definitely try not to. JG, Rare Breed is here. The Bourbon Coach. What's going on? We got Josh Fritz. What's up, Fritzy? Nice to see you. We got Brad Hager is here. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. A68 Freak, man, watched the Drum Key live a second ago. Oh, yes, it's happening. Travis Robeson, Drew Mass, Connoisseur Cigar Eric is here, and a bunch more people coming in. Oh, wait, we have Christian Mojica's here. Man, I scored Sagamore 10 and the K&Y bottles of Old Louisville today for 180. Can't wait to pop them. Oh, damn. Dude, that Sagamore 10, I kind of wish it was in the mix tonight to see how it does. It's going to go against some heavy hitters next week, so we'll see how it does. Why does that cartoon yeah, I already read that. And I'm just going to scroll down and catch up here. Raging Irishman, Top Dog, Fight Polio 102. What up? TCT 7315. I can't. Why does YouTube do this with the names? I don't get it. I don't get it. I love Raging Irishman's comment. Good evening, all. Please hit the like button or you'll all get diarrhea tomorrow. Yes, please hit the like button. Don't get diarrhea. That's not good. So yeah, we have, as somebody mentioned in the chat, we have 3 of my drum key releases are going to be dropping December 5th, a week from Friday. My first release is Drum Key, the debut, which is my 11.5 barrel blend that I put together. 3 different mash bills from Green River, ages from about 7 to almost 10 years old. And also 2 single barrels that I selected. One of them is a hazmat, and the other one is a 12-year MGP 36% rye barrel, single barrel that I selected as well. So really great expressions coming to everybody from Drum Key Spirits, and I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on them. So if you're part of the Master and Drum Patreon, or you're part of the Barrel King Gold membership, then you guys, I think you'll be happy with the whiskeys that are to come out here in a couple weeks. So actually less than a couple weeks. It's like a week and a half. Holy shit. Cheers all you want for whiskey people. Okay. Big Vic is raising his hand. Turkey 8-year to start the stream off. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get started here because we have a lot of whiskey to get through tonight. So first, I'm gonna start with a local distillery here that I love, Whiskey War. Actually, it's High Bank. So for all of you Ohio folks out there, they're going to be dropping 3 new single barrels. I think I have the write-ups here. So High Bank's holiday limited releases are here. So we have a Whiskey War double oaked batch number 6, classic Whiskey War barrel proof that has been aged 2nd and 3rd time in new oak barrels, aged 6.5 years. This one best in class at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2022. Then we have the Whiskey War Barrel Select. So that's the bottles with the 2 cross guns on top. That is, we have as if double wasn't enough. Now we have double, which is basically 4 times in a barrel. Our classic Whiskey War barrel proof that has been aged 2nd, 3rd, and 4th time in new oak barrels, aged 7.5 years. This product also received best in class at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2023. And then we have the Whiskey War Barrel Select double oaked cigar batch. And I'm just going to skip that one because that one is Amburana. And I'm not messing up my palate before this blind tonight. So for all you Amburana fans, you let me know how it is. All right, so let's try these. And then after this, we'll get into the Willett. I also have a sample of the Milestone 3, the Westward Milestone 3. Someone had sent along, and I'm going to be trying that because why not? All right, let's give this a try here. So which one is this one? This is the double. This is just the double. All right, let's see which one I prefer here. So for those of you that do not know High Bank, they're based here in Ohio. They started putting out their own stuff from distillation from grain to glass here, but it was a wheated bourbon. Their High Bank, their Whiskey War series, is a blend of some high rye NGP that they blend together, and they create some really unique blends. And then they've been doing all these unique cask finishes that they're getting to be really known for. the double double in particular. But then now we have the triple double. Is that what we're going to call it? The triple double. It's easier than saying double 3 times. So Adam Hines, who's the blender at High Bank, he does a great job with really blending these, but he does have a rye drinker's palate. So normally these are a little bit more rye heavy. Milestone was super strange, but has opened into a monster pour so complex as Reesmash. Private companies are pumping out all the water wells dry in Texas right now. It's going to mess up our farm, says TKE Legend. Oh man, that's tough to hear, man. So this is chocolate and rye on the nose, which I'm really digging. Guys, let me know what you're pouring tonight for the first pour of the night. What's your do you guys have anything on tap for Thanksgiving? You guys sharing any special bottles? We could talk about that a little later as we're going through the rye blind, but definitely think about it. Yeah, this is minty, it's chocolatey. There's a hint of almost got like this Three Musketeers bar note in it, where I don't know what the hell nougat is, but it smells like nougat. Like I like actually Three Musketeers from the coming out of the refrigerator or even the freezer. And when you take a bite of it, I don't know why that smell is kind of reminding me of Three Musketeers. Sagamore 10 on the glass, open a Wild Turkey 12-year. MT Bubba in the house. He says, happy Thanksgiving. Will any of the drum key be available in Texas? MT Bubba. Right now, it's only going to be available through mail order. So if you're part of my group or part of Barrel King and they ship to Texas, you can get it through that. But it won't be available on the shelf, at least not anytime soon. We'll see how the brand evolves over the course of the next few years. Who knows? Maybe there is a shelfer that evolves from all this. But right now, it'll just be my private blends that I create along with the single barrels that I make. Cheers, guys. Forgot to say cheers. Happy Thanksgiving. First pour of the night. Top Jimmy with the 10 gifted. As always, thank you so much, Top Jimmy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. As always, Top Jimmy is just he's the giver. He's the giver, man. Every week he gives some stuff. I was hoping my Russell CNE would be here for Turkey Day, but it won't. Gonna crack takes daybreak. Very nice. Stretch Kicks is here. What's going on, Stretch? Nice to see you, buddy. The nougat in Three Musketeers is more like a mousse. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Hard pass from it. You don't like the nougat action? There's a nuttiness though to the nougat from Three Musketeers. Was that Fancy Franchi who's in the house? Oh my God, Fancy Franchi's here. What's up, Maureen? Nice to see you. Baby Ruth bar? Gimme. He's all about the Baby Ruth. Evernorth Creme Brulee in the Glen. Oh, very nice. I haven't tried that one, but I do. This Arctic Spirit is getting better and better. I'm going to need to make like a separate category at the end of the year just for Boo Rise, because that is a very well done blend from Dan and Sean. It's getting more and more chocolatey the more I sip it. It's got a great texture to it as well. This is probably one of the better double doubles I've had. The rye spice isn't as forward. It's a little bit on the sweeter side, which is nice. All right, let's go to the triple double. Oh, we are in a darker place. Gosh. So this has those toasted oak notes. There's a little bit of it's like that oak spice bitterness that comes through on the nose. It kind of clues you into something being either toasted or double oaked. I wasn't so much getting it here as much as I'm getting it on the triple double. Yeah, a little more of that secondary, tertiary barrel influence here. But it is darker. This is more baking spice heavy. Now you're getting into a little bit more of a bitter chocolate, cocoa powder. Then it leans into a little bit more of like what is that? I'm actually getting a little bit of a star anise note in here. Not super like black licorice, but more of a More of just like a fresh licorice, maybe like fennel, star anise, something like that. Not like that heavy, artificial black licorice note. This has a lot of oak on it. Way more oak than the double double. And it's interesting because it only has that one more maturation. Go for one more sip on this. So it took another sip because now the sweetness is coming through. This is more like if you could make like a chocolate creme brulee, that's what this tastes like. It has everything you want from a really good double oaked bourbon. The spice, that one I think I like even more. That one actually might open up and get really, really good, but that triple double is really nice. Starting out with a SAS 100. How about you? Starting off with a R Gatsby 2024 to wet the palate before switching to a rye blind to follow along, says Diego. Oh, very nice. Are you a fan of the black licorice? I am not, Ben. Which one do I like more? I know they're both pretty good. I just think the triple double is just a twinge darker, and I think the finish is longer in the double double. So while the triple double is a little bit, it's darker yet somehow sweeter. The double double is more rye forward, has a better finish, but I do think it doesn't have the texture and the viscosity that the triple double does. So it's going to really depend on your palate. If you're in Ohio and you're staring at these two bottles, you're not really sure what to get. I'll just say it like this. It's pretty easy. If you want something a little bit sweeter and darker, go with the triple double. If you want something with that spice, that signature spice that High Bank has that you really enjoy, then go with the double double, because that's going to be really the big difference between the two. So there you go. Thanks for High Bank for sending these. Thanks, Adam. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Appreciate it. Thanks for sending those along. I'm not trying your Amburana. I don't care if you send me free turkeys or what. I'm not doing it. Pursuit Double Oak Rye OHLQ release. Oh, very nice. I heard that was actually really good. How do these compare to the Double Oak Rye? How do these compare to your our double double from last year? I think the one that we selected is closer to this one, which was the spicier one. But I think the one we had was a little bit more chocolatey than that one was, and actually brought in a little bit of a dark fruit note, more of a cola, like a cherry cola note versus that one. I might be biased, but I think I like our pick a little better than that one. But them's the breaks. Go Buckeyes, break the streak. Yeah, we'll see. When the Buckeyes lose to Michigan, man, this whole state loses their mind. Big Vic is unsubscribing. Vic, I'll send you that Amburana. You can enjoy it. You'll love it, man. You'll love it. Okay. What are we getting into now? Let's get into this. What do we have? We have the Milestone, the Willett. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go with the Milestone here real quick. So this is the Westward Milestone 3. So Milestone 2 was a huge hit last year. It was super chocolatey. It was decadent. Such a great pour, especially for an American single malt. This one is the Milestone 3. No matter how hard I tried, I just kept getting left out in the cold from this bottle. I could not acquire one. They either sold out too fast. The one that I did end up getting, which I thought I got, ended up being canceled. So I don't know what happened, but we'll see how this one is. Oh, it's more of the same from what I remember. Jason, have you adopted the Buckeye love since you moved here? Of course. I mean, I think I root for them just, by association, because my girlfriend Kim, she actually went to Ohio State. She's a Buckeye through and through. She roots them. She gets pretty passionate about it. I love that. So yeah, we definitely root for Ohio State. But I do understand here's the one thing, and this is just from a a person that watches the Ohio State games. I'm not like a super huge college football fan, but I can appreciate a lot of the teams, and I've gotten closer to the game now. Just being here so many years now, and obviously with Kim being my girlfriend and going to a couple of Ohio State games, I could really feel the passion from the fans, and I absolutely love that about college football. Just something I didn't grow up with being in New York. New York is not a college town, so we have too many professional teams, and I feel like I've talked about that before. But the one thing I'm worried about, just from like an outsider's perspective, is that Ohio State, and Ohio State isn't the only team that has to deal with this, but there's a lot of teams that are really good that play a lot of bad teams. And you just wonder, by the time they get to the playoffs, are they truly prepared to go against the better teams, in their conferences? So I don't know. It just makes me nervous every year. Ohio State has had maybe one or two challenging games. The rest they've kind of dominated. They are a great team, obviously, but I don't know. I would like to see them get challenged a little bit more before you go into a big game like that against Michigan, or once they hit the tournament, they start playing other good teams. And again, they're not immune to it. You see other teams that kind of do the same thing where they have to play a lot lesser competition. So I don't know. It's tough to kind of wrap my head around that part of it. It's like, why do they play all these shitty teams like every week? I don't understand how that helps them. I realize that's who you have to play in your conference, but I don't know. I just feel like it's counterintuitive to me. I'm with Jason. I live in Columbus, but I don't live and die with the Buckeyes. Thanks for the super chat, man. But head over to Stony Brook, Fordham, or Columbia for the football. Yeah, I mean, you could watch football there. Keno says, excellent observation. Yeah, I just feel like it's not, I don't know. It's just not one of those things where I don't know if anybody agrees. Raging Irishman says, go Irish. I mean, I feel like they're playing well. Who knows? They need to restructure the conferences. I completely agree with what you're saying, says Drew Mouse. Yeah, I don't know. Because on one side, I feel like if whatever fan of team you are, like if you're, Alabama, Miami, Ohio State, whatever, if you're a fan of a really good team and you have to play nail biters every single week, I could see that being very, giving you heart palpitations. But I don't know. Is it better for college fans to know that you're going to go in and pretty much win most of your games? Or would you rather see them play better games throughout the season? I don't know. You tell me. Just one of those things I've always wondered. Oh, these milestones are so good. I mean, it's dessert in a glass. It's just dessert. It is sweet, chocolatey. It's decadent. It is raspberry Danish. It is a hint of coffee bean. It's vanilla, like vanilla extract, dude. Oy, oy, oy. Mizzou. I love seeing that LSU fired Brian Kelly. That's why I drink bourbon when I see my two, Miami and Michigan. My oldest goes to Mizzou. Oh, that's pretty cool. Milestone, I get Mexican hot chocolate for sure. It's a great call out, Whiskey Sensory. It's got chocolate spice. This one seems a little bit less spicy though than last year's, if I remember. I'm getting all the coffee bean on the back end though. That is straight up. It tastes like the chocolate covered espresso beans. And I feel like when you chew a chocolate covered espresso bean, you know how like you chew on it and you feel like it almost gets caught on your throat a little bit, just because the coffee bean, you're chewing on it, it turns into shards, and then it kind of gets caught in your throat. I feel like I'm waiting for that to happen because it's so reminiscent of a chocolate covered espresso bean. Wow. This is like a chocolate espresso martini, dude. That's crazy. Milestone versus Stranahan's. Oh, the Stranahan's 12. I mean, we could do that real quick. Ugh, I'm gonna need more glasses, son of a bitch. Let me get that out of here. I could do that real quick. Like, which one wins? Where's my Stranahan's? All right. Battle of the Epic American Single Malts for 2025. Bob Glass, December 5th is when it's releasing. Dude, I forgot how good that Stranahan's is. The Stranahan's it's coffee cake. I mean, this has coffee bean, but that is like coffee cake because it's more buttery. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like this one. This is very good and sweet and decadent, but this has spice. It's got a much longer finish versus that. Dude, the Stranahan's is killer this year. When are we going to do an old line pick? I think we got one on tap for 2026 for sure. Oh my God. Yeah, this is like coffee cake, apple cinnamon. Oh, the spice on it. It's like the best like apple crumb cake Danish that you've ever had in a glass. It's so good with tons of cinnamon, but not that Amburana cinnamon, like good cinnamon. I'm just shitting all over Amburana tonight. I love it. All right. I gotta, I have to kind of move through these a little bit quickly, guys. I don't want to burn my palate out. I have two more I'm going to try before we get to the rye tasting tonight, but I do want to kind of go through these a little bit. All right. So next up, so this is the new Willett small batch. Now this is a blend of two different mash bills, I believe. I'll pull up the stats right here real quick. Let's see here. Thought I had this pulled up. Daily. Yep, there it is. So, nope. That's not it. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. So this is Willett's new Family Estate small batch bourbon release. This is a blend of two recipes, one made from 72% corn, 13% rye, and 15% malted barley. The other is 52% corn, 38% rye, and 10% barley. So you have a high corn, high rye, low rye, however you want to say that in your head. Now, this wasn't a bad price. Toby in the chat, you remind me what the retail on this was? I can't remember. It was under $100 if I remember correctly. America. Turkey. Pour a little of that one out. Let me get back to the chat here. EA4 says blech. Oh, man. Is that how Amburana is pronounced? I had no idea. You sound like you pronounced the first R in Sriracha. Am I saying Amburana? Amburana? I don't know. I say things wrong all the time, so don't go by me. My accent tends to come out and say things stupid. You'll need to compare this with the pot still. Hell no, Travis. I'm not comparing this. $60 for the Willett. So this is $60, which is a nice departure from normally the crazy prices that comes from Willett. This scares me. I've never been a Willett guy. I don't know what it is about Willett. I know some people are just obsessed with it, but I don't know. We'll see here. I get this Sharpie marker note in Willett that just kills it for me. And it's a me thing. Everybody's nose and palate's going to be different. Some people are obsessed with Willett. I have a hard time with it, but certain gems that I do taste through Willett can be really good. There are some single barrels that I've had that taste like peanut butter and jelly that are freaking delicious, but they don't all taste like that. Okay, no Sharpie marker. Proof on this one is 125, so big proof point here. Big proof point. Enough with Amburana already. When they first dropped, secondary was insane on those small batches. I mean, yeah, anything Willett. People try to make money off the purple tops. I mean, it's light. It's floral. There's definitely a floral component to it. It's very sweet, but youthful sweet, not like super depth sweet. Like we just had two whiskeys that had a lot of depth of flavor and some different layers of sweetness with even the two single malts that we had. Even the double double or the triple double we had. This is a lot brighter coming off those. Apple. I almost get like cornbread in it. Get like a cornbread note in it. Honey. Apple. Yeah, honey, apple, cornbread. A little bit of spice, not much from that high rye going through. It does actually have a little bit of a sneaky finish, which I kind of dig. $60 for this. I've had better for 60. I've had better for 40. This is okay. It's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong. I'm not getting the Sharpie marker note from it. I'm not getting anything super off-putting about it. It's very light, easy. It's pleasing. There's nothing really wrong with it, but there's nothing really that sticks out about it either. It's very 6-7. I promised myself I would work that in tonight. It's very 6-7. I don't even know what that shit means. I just want to say it. But have you had worse for more? That's a good question. Have I had worse for more? I don't know if I've had worse for more money. It's just so like down the middle. There's nothing really super pleasing about it, and there's nothing really displeasing about it. It's a solid whiskey. But it's definitely brighter. The honey, the cornbread, the rye spices there. It's got a lot of spice on the very back end. Definitely the best part of this bottle is this lingering peppery spice that it has that just lingers on the back of your palate. If you don't know what 6-7 means, then you know what it means. I guess, is that the thing? So there's your bourbon meme of the week, minus the meme. It's good. It's solid. I mean, for a purple top, $60. I actually think this is something that I've wanted Willett to do, to just get a purple top on the market that's more affordable, and I think they've done it here. I don't mind it. Since these are small batches, these could probably get a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, depending on the release, but this one's not bad. $60, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this bottle for 60. It's not. Do I wish it was maybe 40 or 50? Probably, but 60 for Willett Purple Top, it's not too bad at all. I'll take it. That Pepalingas, that's right. Should have made it a blue top. People would have lost it. Oh, dude, Nick, don't even joke about that. Yeah, this is it's solid. It's a solid whiskey. This is one of those nice to haves, not need to have. Willett fans will probably really dig this. But if I had to give it my final breakdown rating, try before you buy, if you can. It's I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, but I'm not gonna say it. But it's good. It does have again, that spice that's on the back end is really nice. That is the best part of that whiskey right there. I'll do one more sip here, then we'll get into the Stagg. Yeah, sweet and easy. Honey, apples, cornbread, lots of spice. Maybe a hint of an apricot there that I'm picking up a little bit. I mean, you have your vanillas and caramels, but it's a very light caramel. Not bad. I've had better for 60, but how does it compare to the pot still? The pot still has gotten better. The pot still has gotten better. I don't know if you guys believe it or not, but it has gotten better. So I'm not going to compare it right now. I'll do a video on the Willett and I will compare it to the pot still, but I'm not going to do that right now. I have to save my palate a little bit. I have 9 different rye whiskeys to taste through tonight. But here it is, guys. The George T. Stagg. The George T. Stagg 2025 edition. I do like grabbing these each year. They're very consistent. George T. Staggs are, for the most part, pretty consistent. They're consistently delicious. They're high proof. They're oaky. They're sweet. They're really good. This one, people are losing their mind because it's 142 proof. Or is that 142.8? I can't even read the writing there. Is that 140? Yeah, I think it's 142.8. So God forbid it's hazmat. Everybody loses their shit over hazmat now. It was kind of nice. Last year, George T. Staggs were down to about $600 for the price. And now this one shot up to over $1,000 because of the hazmat. I paid under that, thank goodness, from somebody really cool that I was able to grab this bottle from. But all in all, I think hazmat has become a marketing term now, an excuse to sell a bottle rather than hazmat being something that's kind of like hazmat was like that gimmicky thing several years ago where people saw like a super, super high proof whiskey and they were like, whoa. And they were almost like intrigued at that super, super ridiculous high proof. But then when they thought about it and tried it, it's like, oh, I think I can handle this high proof, this stuff. So it's one of those things where hazmat is kind of evolved up and down where people were intrigued by it. Then some people just hated it because it was just too proofy. And now it's become this whole thing where hazmat has become the new, dare I say, the new Amburana. It's kind of trendy to have a hazmat bottle now. And people use it more as a marketing term than anything that's, look, if your bottle comes out hazmat and it's delicious, a la Jack Daniel's Tanyard Hills, more power to you. But if you're trying to get hazmat and you're just trying to release stuff at hazmat because it's a super high proof, then I think that's where the line draws and quality can go out of the window. So we'll see what happens with it. But there was a lot of hazmats this year. Single barrels, special releases. Hazmat was the thing. Yep, proof is the new H statement, says Josh Fritz. That's a good way to put it. All right. Stagg, George T. Stagg, I should say, 2025, 142.8 proof, 15 years and change, and it smells proofy. I mean, hazmat isn't ambient. I'm just saying, like in the terms of hazmat being trendy, more than something that's I don't know, quality. That's what I worry about. When hazmat surpasses quality and people just want to release something because it's hazmat versus it. Because I've had really, really good hazmat whiskeys, but I've had really bad ones too. And when hazmat becomes the marketing term and the quality goes down, that's what scares me because hazmat is nothing to toy around with. If you drink something hazmat and it's shitty, you're going to taste it, you're going to feel it, and it's going to taste awful. Will Old Overholt 12 be in the blind? That's going to go next week. Chris didn't make it to this one, but it'll be in there next week. Oh, my God. George T. Stagg is so good every year. So I'll say this. It is very proofy. And it gives you everything you love and everything that you know about George T. Stagg. There's some oak there, but this is a particularly really sweet release this year. I'm not really picking up, at least on the nose, the super deep, rich leathers. And I can make a case for some sweet tobacco on this. But, I mean, the cherry and dark fruit notes that Buffalo Trace is so known for, borderline grape, borderline, grapey and figs and dates. I could totally make a case for that here on this one. Raisin. This is probably also the most vanilla forward Stagg I've had in a little while. I mean, it's so sweet. It's so confectionery and dark fruity. It's really nice. The proof is there. You definitely taste it. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Let's give it a try, guys. Cheers. George T. Stagg, Thanksgiving Eve, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm going to be honest, like I always am. I don't like the finish of this at its hazmat proof right now. It's all ethanol to me. I get bitter ethanol on the very back end of this. Front, mid palate, beautiful. Everything you love about Stagg. The oak, the sweetness. This one is particularly real fruit forward to me. Lots of spice. The cinnamon is there. Everything you love about Stagg is there, but the finish is just, it comes in a little bit hot. And it's okay to be hot if it's also layered with flavor. This in particular, I feel like the ethanol is trying to punch through more than the flavor is. So what I did the other night, which really transforms this, if any of you guys get this bottle, add a couple drops of water. Water, what water does to this whiskey is it's phenomenal what it does to it. I sound like Vince Vaughn. Phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I just watched 4 Christmases, and I'm like, phenomenal. Holy crap. It changes the nose. It changes the entire complexity of this whiskey. So if anybody out there gets this George T. Stagg, add a couple drops of water to it. It just changes the game on this. It goes from ethanol into like cherry Dr. Pepper. And it's so good. It's ridiculous. Yeah. The oak comes out a little bit more, and the oak starts to push past all the ethanol. So that bitter ethanol alcohol note that I was getting before starts to fade away. A couple drops of water here. Just listen, I'm not a big fan of adding water to my whiskey, especially when it's barrel proof, but this one, it definitely helps. Yeah, water. Get some water. Sounds like the experience I had with the 2023 GTS, but that one was so mid. Bring the water. And secondary drop, just a few huns. You're welcome. You're welcome. But I mean, you just add these couple drops of water and this thing turns into an absolute beast. It's so good with a couple drops. It just opens it up. It actually improves the texture. It's one of those whiskeys where the water really opens up the congeners in the whiskey, those fatty acids, and really brings some texture to the whiskey. Yeah, it tastes like cherry Dr. Pepper now. It's so good. So love this bottle, but a little bit of an asterisk there. You got to add a couple drops of water in order for it to really sing, because off the bat, it just gets a little bit too ethanol-y. It's not a word, but it's true. How does it compare to the Jorge T. Swag, though? Says Connoisseur. Yeah, I mean, the age is definitely more prevalent still in the George T. Stagg versus, some crazy Green River. Eric, by the way, if you like the Jorge T. Swag, wait until you try the Green River Drum Key single barrel that I picked. That happens to be hazmat. Here I am talking shit about hazmat. One of the single barrels I picked happened to be hazmat. I think it's 142.2, something like that. Something crazy. But I didn't know it was hazmat when I picked it. So I didn't know. So I'm not releasing it just because it's hazmat. I'm releasing it because it just tastes really effing good. Is it better than the National Barrel Company Cherry Dr. Pepper? William, yeah, I mean, it's a different thing. That was a rye. So I would say there's similarities there, but this, I think, still comes in a lot hotter. More of a boob guy, but can't complain about fatty acids. I don't know why that got me. That was funny. More of a boob guy, but I like fatty acids. That's funny. I'm the reverse. I like fatty acids over boobs. I'm an ass man. Ass and legs. Always have been. BTAC folks were like, if only we added a drop of water. I don't know. 1,500 to proof down. Sounds like a fail from Buffalo Trace. I could see that perspective. I kind of thought the same thing, Cage. I just was like, does it suck that I have to add water to it to actually really open it up and make it something I really enjoy? I think if I had this versus the 2024, I would probably like the 2024 better. But when you add water to this, that would be interesting. I'll have to do a head-to-head. I'm not going to do it tonight just because I got to get into some whiskeys here. But put that on a pull quote. Tastes so effing good. Jason, like, no just ass, but fatty ass. He's an ass, man. Billy Gum to be proud. Yeah. Dude. Add a couple drops of water to your George C. Stagg 2025, and then you can thank me later. Because that shit is really, really delicious with a couple drops. Oh, man. I'm going to take a little break. I just whipped through about 5 or 6 different whiskeys. Should I pull out the... Should I pull out the 2024 Stagg? I'm just curious now. Nah, it's fine. I'll do that in another video, but that's actually really good. So George C. Stagg 2025. Add a couple drops to it if you're lucky enough to get one. You will thank me later. All right, let's get into a couple of news stories. I don't think there's much news, to be honest. I think we talked about this. The Remus Gatsby Reserve is out. I'm looking to pick one up here probably this weekend, the 2025 version. Let me pull this up here. Calumet Farm 18 year. The Centennial Edition, the big, beautiful decanter bottle, is coming back for the holidays. So there's going to be another release for the holiday time. It's going to be available again to purchase this holiday season. So if you guys missed out on it, you will get another chance to buy one. So keep an eye out on it if you choose so. It's still going to be $500. So if you guys missed out on the Calumet 18 on the first release, there's going to be another release for the holiday season. So, and that's always been an interesting thing for me. Like, do they plan that? If you're a bourbon brand, or you're like, let's release some now, and then we're going to release a bunch later during the holidays. I'm guessing that is part of the strategy. So yeah, for $500, damn, just came in. GTS 2025 is on the table. Congrats, Jason, full tater style. Oh, come on, Christian, you missed the whole beautiful part of it though. I kind of didn't like it straight out of the glass, straight out of the bottle. You have to add a couple drops of water to it for it to really open up and give you those really beautiful notes you want. Costco selling Calumet 18 for $3.99. Wow. Okay. Landon, I love this. They plan it. Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely plan it. All right. Next up, Chattanooga Whiskey is releasing a signature 1.5 liter size bottle coming soon. A giant. So basically, the Chattanooga bottle that they have, it's going to be a giant version of it. It's not going to be a different bottle style. It can actually just be a giant version of the Chattanooga bottle, 1.5 liter size. So that's kind of cool. What else? Elijah Craig is releasing. This made me laugh. I actually, hold on a second. Let me throw a picture of this up. I don't know if you guys will believe me if I don't show you the actual photo of it. I feel like you'll think I'm making this shit up. Hold on a second. Elijah Craig is coming out with a cologne. A cologne. Here it is. This is not AI. I did not create this in Photoshop. This is real. All right. Elijah Craig is channeling its spirit into a new sensory experience with the debut of Elijah Craig Char number 3 cologne, named for the eponymous father of bourbon, credited as the first to char oak barrels. All right, blah, blah, blah. It was custom formulated through a study of the charred oak staves used to age Elijah Craig bourbon by Simrise, a global leader in fine fragrances, development and manufacturing. Elijah Craig Char number 3 can be pre-ordered for $49.99 and will ship in time for the holidays. Hey, if you guys are looking to smell like a barrel, there you go. I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up. That's real. That's real. Are you guys believing me? I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. Let me go back. Oh my god. What else? Any other fun news? There's not a lot of great news coming out right now, especially with the holidays coming around. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing too crazy, guys. That's really about the news. Let's go to the meme of the week. Before we dive into the RYE blind, the bourbon meme of the week comes to you by Peter Griffin of Family Guy, and here it is. I drink lots of water when it's frozen and surrounded by bourbon. I thought this one kind of made me laugh. This was kind of cool. I was looking for like a Thanksgiving type of Thanksgiving type of meme. I did find one when it was. Do you guys know the meme where it's like the blonde woman's like screaming and yelling, and there's a cat at the table? It's like that famous meme. They just kind of switch up. It was like, make sure you bring the fucking turkey for Thanksgiving. And then he's like, I already brought it. And it was a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 at the table. That one was pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Muskie, I bet, the father of scent. I don't know what to think about that one. Big Vic with a super chat. What's the laser code on the cologne? It's EC2325. Smell you later. That's what it smells. That's what it is. The Beaver cologne coming next from Jim Beam. Can you imagine if Elijah, because this happens, this shit starts a trend, then all of a sudden all the other distillers are doing this shit where they start coming out with colognes and other weird shit. By the way, to kind of go along with like all the like my pet peeves, cologne and perfume commercials are the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life, like on TV. They drive me, they make no sense ever. It's some weird artsy fartsy, do you believe in love? Spray this shit on your nipples. Like, what the fuck is going on with these perfume commercials? Like, guy, like I don't get it. And then always at the end of the commercial, it's the actor or actress or whoever's promoting it has to say the name of it in some ridiculous, super exaggerated French accent. You guys know I'm right. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, I gotta think of a cologne. Elijah Craig, Char number 3, et du parfum, et du toilette, et du parfum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do in those commercials. It drives me up the wall. They make no sense. It makes me fucking crazy. I already smell like bourbon. So yeah, Sauvage. The Sauvage commercial. By the way, I do wear Sauvage. I do love Sauvage, how it smells. But Sauvage, it's Johnny Depp in the middle of the desert, surrounded by wild animals, playing guitar. And then at the end, he goes, Sauvage, et du toilette de parfum. Like, what's happening? What the fuck is happening? It's bespoke cologne. Yeah, et du toilette. It drives me insane. I hate those damn commercials. Oh my god. At least there's no shit on his back. Those commercials make me crazy. And there's a lot of them around the holidays. So get ready. Buckle up, because you're going to see a lot of stupid cologne and perfume commercials during the holidays. That's your first drum key cologne. Yeah, I'll wear polo red until I'm dead, says Nick Foles. Drumkey Spirits Cologne Fall 2026. What's the shoe? Oh, what do I got on foot right now? Jason Sauvage. Yeah, I love Sauvage. I love it, but I hate the commercials. I'm wearing the Kobe 6 Italian camos tonight. The Kobe 6 Italian camos, the Protros. These are my favorite. Yep. Love these shoes. I can speak French too. Baguette, Eiffel Tower, bonjour, mi poupou, Charlie Theron, j'adore. Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Zykin's been doing stuff with candles and I think perfumes as well. I'm crashing out if I don't hit the Black Cat 4s, says Nick Foles. Nick, that's going to be an easy cop, man. You're going to be able to get those. Those aren't selling out. You'll get them. Don't worry about it. The Italian cat want to sneak up on spaghetti. Yeah. So keep an eye out for those annoying ass cologne and perfume commercials. And when you watch it and you hear how dumb they are, just say, Mash and Drum was right. Jason was right. These are dumb. Savage blew up again when Johnny was in court. Way to take advantage of court case. Exactly. Yeah, I hate those damn commercials. There's the one with Natalie Portman. I love Natalie Portman. Great actress, beautiful. She's awesome. And there's a commercial where she's I forgot what the perfume is, but she's like lip syncing a song, and then all of a sudden at the end she's like, "Do you believe in love?" And I'm like, "What, Natalie? Why are you saying that to me in such a distinct voice?" And then at the end she's like, "Je pas de toilette du parfum." I'm like, "Come on, Natalie, you're better than that." Just saying. I say Jason was right every time I see some what is that? I see some dumbass that can barely drive try to back into a parking spot. I told you it happens. Travis, serious question on the blend again in submissions. If we send in a 375, how many 2-ounce Boston rounds do we need to send if we plan on getting to the finals? Yeah, you can't bribe me with Boston rounds, dude. Hey, what's up, ADHD Whiskey? Nice to see you, man. Matt is in the house, the legend. Guys, if you want to see the reaction to the drum key, the debut, the first blend that's going to be releasing on December 5th, Matt actually reviewed it last Friday. So you go check that out. He had some amazing things to say. That's all I'll say. And he's always honest, so I appreciate that. Jason, off topic. What is an old school bottle you miss and hope they would come back out with again? Great question. I'm trying to think of some bottles that have kind of just left. Like what are some bottles through the years that we've had and just kind of went away? You know what? That's actually an easier answer than I thought. Knob Creek 12 cast strength. That's the bottle, man. That's the bottle. That's the bottle that needs to come back. Knob Creek 12 cast strength for sure. Don't give me 100 proof anymore. I want Knob Creek 12 at cast strength again. That bottle was too freaking good to just bring out for a limited release and then be done with it. So, I mean, you could say the same thing about Booker's Rye. They are working on another Booker's Rye, but Knob Creek 12 year, I feel like Beam has the stocks. They can do that tomorrow if they wanted. Totally. So yeah, I think that should be it. Oh yeah, Booker's Rye 100. ADHD, it's so damn good. Thank you so much, man. Glad you enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have been talking about Matt's 12 Summers blend, how good that bottle is. I've already crushed the bottle that I have. I've been sharing it out. People love that freaking blend. So I'm telling you, you guys are going to get some incredible things if you're through Barrel King right now. Some really good shit. So I would love to bring back Old Crow, but the old Crow, not before Beam turned it into kind of a joke. If somebody could take Old Crow and kind of bring it back to the level it was before, that would be incredible. It really would be. Heaven Hill Old Style, says Wayne Arnold. That's a good call out. Like, it'd be great to have the pirate bottle style again, but I just don't think we'll ever have that with the oak. I think the oak was the big influence in those Elijah Craig pirate bottles. Those were the bottles that you had, the old school oak. I'm telling you, man, I just don't think we'll ever see that again because oak is the barrels are so quick to get manufactured now. As soon as the tree is ready, it gets cut down. It's not that old oak, that old almost antique oak style that we got in some of those older barrels beforehand, before it kind of switched. So I'm with you, Wayne. I just wish it would. I don't know if we'll ever get that again. Let's see. 12 Summers on my top 5 for sure. Says Travis Summers. Anderson Club 15 year. I mean, yeah, that pre-fire Heaven Hill stuff is special. It's interesting. It's one of those things where, yeah, Chessman, yeah. Can they attempt to recreate the Chessman? I think they should. Unfortunately, I don't think the whiskey will be ever close to what that was. Just because the whiskey these days is just not made the same. It's a much cleaner, much more elegant distillate than there was before, but at the same time, it loses something than what we've had when you try Dusty's. I've asked, every master distiller that I've met, what's the biggest difference between then and now? And all of them say the same thing. It's the oak. The oak is the number one driver of why things just taste different. There's also technology that's involved, and there's other, yeast complexity, yeast manufacturing, all that stuff comes into play as well. But the number one reason is the oak. The oak is the number one reason why things just taste a lot different than it did before. So I do love my dirty bourbon, Jeff. I do. Bellmead cast strength, Nelson Greenbrier ain't the same. Well, yeah, Nick. I mean, at some point they were going to switch over to use their own stuff. That was just going to happen for sure. Cheesy Gold Foil is coming back, JG. Now, how it tastes, we're not sure. ADHD, I'm sure this has already been covered, but who here asked for 90 proof Elijah Craig 15? Nobody. That's what I thought. Put that shit back into ECBP and apologize for the last 4 years. Not mad, though. Really, Matt? You sound mad. Yeah, oh my God. Like, Beam and Heaven Hill are so frustrating with some of the releases they do each and every year. Drives me crazy. You have releases like this, like the William Heaven Hill 19. But then you bring out a 90 proof 15 year. Like, I don't understand. I don't know, man. And then you have Beam, who has so much whiskey that you want to keep bringing out Knob Creek 18, Knob Creek 21, all these infinites, the Booker's Reserves with tequila in it. Just give me Knob Creek 12 at cast strength, please. Stop fucking around with all these different proof points and all these finishes. And, we're doing it at the bottom. Here's my beaver. Look at my beaver. Look at my owl. Look at my mushrooms. No, I don't want that shit. I want Knob Creek 12 at cast strength. That's what we want. We want Booker's Ride back. Big, powerful whiskey. I understand there's a part of the business that has to appeal to the masses. But when you're touting your limited editions as limited editions, they better be really effing good. And most of the time, they're not. That is my biggest gripe with the whiskey industry these days. You come out with all these fancy bespoke words, and the whiskey doesn't live up to the hype. KC21, someone has to say it. They got us on that one. X-Rec Divers, what do you mean? They got us as you like it, or they got us as you were disappointed in it? I like the KC barrel proof store picks. That's why I'm saying we need the 12-year back. Respectively, I don't think anyone wants to see your beaver. That's fair. That's fair. No one wants to see the beaver. That's fair. Shit. Knob Creek 15. KC. Knob Creek 15 cast strength and KC 18 cast strength. Go for it. Did Jason just say, I did not say lick on my beaver. Can't find a 21, so I got a 12 and turned it upside down. That's a good idea. So Donald Rand says Middleton have been guilty of the same crap. Middleton, very rare. Foray, Dave, don't make me speak French. I just went off on how the French endings of cologne commercials suck. For over 500, get buggered. You still like Baker's 13? I do like Baker's 13. I think Baker's is a really unique expression from Jim Beam. I really like Baker's. It just doesn't get said enough. Did I? Oh, actually, you just did. Yeah, I guess I just did. Set me up. Someone's gonna clip that. All right, guys. So we have 9 rye whiskeys tonight in this flight to determine my rye whiskey of the year for 2025. I don't think rye was as much of a focus as it was in 2024. I think last year there was a lot of different ryes that came out, especially from the big producers. This year, not so much. I think the biggest one that people looked at was Heaven Hill with their introduction of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, both the first release and also the batch edition that you could fill your own. And I, didn't really see a lot of, huge releases from the rye front, but there have been some really good standouts this year. My local shop had a Jack Daniel's single barrel bottle proof rye from Tenured Hill this year at 137 proof. And I like it more than the LE. Got so lucky, went ahead and grabbed 3 more of them for the price I paid for the 10. Yeah, that's some smart thinking right there. I don't think it was as good as the cast strengths. KC21 is meh, but KC cast strength is the Dior Sauvage, and KC21 is the Elijah Craig Et du Parfum. Oh my God. I've opened up a can of worms. Guy's going to be friggin' talking French. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. That's a funny comment, Rexless. Yeah, I think the biggest hit that I hear on KC21 is the proof point. But if you guys have to realize KC21 or Knob Creek 21, even at cast strength, was very, very low. There is no 125 proof Knob Creek 21. I mean, you guys have to, think of the aging process at all times. When you're going up, like when you go to Buffalo Trace and you walk into the Rick House and they point to those bottom tiers and they say, "There's Pappy right there." You have to age that stuff at a lower tier. It's generally not going to get to a super high proof. If that happened, then there would be no whiskey left in the barrels by the time it got to that age. So if anyone's hoping for like a 21-year, 135 proof Knob Creek, I just don't think that's going to happen. From what I understand, and from the people I talked to, they actually had a hard time getting it to 100 proof before bottling it and sending it out to the masses. So very low proof points on those Knob Creek 21s, even at barrel strength. Looks like bowling pins. Oh yeah, this is kind of set up like bowling pins. All right, guys, let's get into this. So tonight, this is the round 1 of my Rye of the Year. And this is always a lot of fun to do each and every year. I love doing this live with you guys. I really can't do it with the bourbons. There's just too many to taste through. I'd be here for weeks upon weeks doing that shit. So I just kind of do that in the background on my own. But this, on the other hand, is, especially this year, I have about, what is it? Like, let's see, 18, almost 20 different rye whiskeys that I picked out. And before anyone asks, no, Thomas H. Handy's not in here. I did not get a Thomas H. Handy this year. So don't ask. Jason was paid by JB to say there's no KC 21 barrel proof. To say drum key in French, you would say, c'est de batterie. JG, you're killing me. No, I'm not even going to read that. I'd be curious if that evaporation curve is linear, stepwise, or exponential as the years increase. It's a good question. Sound and video seems a little out of sync. Yeah, I think the microphone is a little bit ahead of the actual sound you get, but I think that's a mic thing, not a StreamYard thing. I've tried to fix it. I can't really come up with an option instead of. I've tried changing the frame rate on the camera That doesn't seem to do it either. I'll work on it. Oh, no handy tonight. Yeah, no handy tonight. So, all right, make some notes. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to taste through 9 samples tonight. Hey, what's up, Bourbon Nut? 9 samples that I have here, 9 rye whiskeys. And I'm just going to look down right here. I'll tell you exactly who's in the mix tonight. So we have that Michter's Barrel Strength Rye from 2025. New Riff Balboa Rye 2025. Silver Springs Rye from this year, new rye that came to the market that absolutely love, great value as well. The Raconteur Rye Gemini. I don't know if it's Gemini 1 or 2. Which one is this one? This is 1. So Gemini 2 is in there. So Raconteur Rye Gemini 2 is in the mix. The New Riff High Note 12 is it a 10 year? Yeah, 10 year. New Riff High Note 10-year rye is in here. The Sagamore Cast Strength is in here, the newest batch for 2025. The Elijah Craig rye, what is it? The A925, 108 proof is in here. The Old Forester President's Choice rye is in here. And the K-Luke Toasted Rye is in here. So those are the 9 that's in the mix tonight. So, yeah, the Silver Springs can get up to like 7, 8, 9 years old. So why do you deprive us of a handy? Because I didn't want to pay for a handy this year. All right. So we're going to go through here right now. And at the same time, if you guys have any questions as I'm going through this, whether it be about whiskey, whether it be about something else, please do. Love chatting with you guys. It'll be a fun night. Let's see who wins the first round. I think I'm going to go top 3 here. So top 3 whiskeys make it to the next round or to the finals to go against the top 3 from the next round. So remember all. What did that say? Hold on. Remember all. Thanks. Remember all. Give thanks this Thanksgiving and pet those beavers close to you. I thought that was going to be like a really sweet comment. To be fair, we can't get anything super old at high proof. We can get special bottle 14-year cast, but we don't even know they're worth the yield. Just devil's advocate. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to look at it. K-Luke Toasted Rye is my predicted dark horse. I think so too. Wow, there's an Old Forester President's Rye. Yep. Diego G, I'm predicting the New Riff for the win tonight. There you go. No Russell or Rare Breed Rye, or is that in another round? No, Robert. So generally when I do these, this is, Rare Breed Rye, Pikesville Rye, Russell's Rye, the regular New Riff Rye, Still Austin Rye. Those are like readily available, like ryes you can always pick up on the shelf. Those are like everyday rye whiskeys that I think are great. These rye whiskeys are more like new and special releases that came out just this year. So it's just kind of to see, who won the rye game this year. That's basically what it is. So that's kind of how it works. And I kind of do that with the bourbons as well. I mean, you could talk about great bourbons that come out or great bourbons that are readily available on the shelf, but it's really about the new releases and the LEs that come out that go against each other each and every year to see which one ends up being the bourbon of the year. Now, even though that could be my personal bourbon of the year, there's plenty of great bourbons and whiskeys on the shelf that I drink every day, and I'll be doing a video on that. There's a lot of videos I have to go back and remake because like my overhyped, overpriced bourbon video, I think is worth a reboot. My top 5 available bourbons, I think, is worth a reboot. There's a lot of different ones that I need to kind of redo for stuff that's more available rather than just a lot of these limited edition releases. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, let's go to number 1 here. Oh my God, that smells good. Videos like that could almost be annual the way the market shifts. Exactly, it really could. Tony Bag of Donuts with the super chat. Happy Turkey Day, Jason. Love watching the drum key blending video. Have you seen Jim Gaffigan's new stand-up from Old Forester? Highly. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I have it in my queue to watch it. I have not watched it yet, but Tony Bag of Donuts, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Appreciate it, man. Oh man, I don't know what this rye is, but it smells fantastic. Oh my gosh. This is a fruit forward rye. What bottle of Master's Keep was your biggest surprise, for better or worse? Probably out of all of them, Thickless. Out of all of them, you're asking me? Because if you're talking about out of all of them, probably Unforgotten, the one. That is the one bottle that I think surprised me the most. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. So I would probably go with Unforgotten. I mean, maybe to some degree Revival as well, because Revival to me was a sherry finished turkey. Wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that. Ended up really loving that. But I think Unforgotten was the one that stood out to me as like, whoa, I like this way more than I thought I would. Of course, you forgot about that one. What was my biggest disappointment? Thickless of Masters Keep or of 2025? Caleb Crossing is not in the mix because it's a Burai. But I think I'm going to add the Caleb Crossing to my regular bourbon or my American whiskey of the year lineup for sure. I think it deserves to be in that conversation. Still looking for a Sagamore 10. Jason, I spotted a Master's Keep while working and didn't see the name of it, but it's the rum finished one. Is that worth 200? As much as I love Master's Keeps, I was not a huge fan of the Voyage. It didn't really do great on the blind that we did with Rare Bird 101. So I'd probably still say no to that one. Hey, what's up, Rare Bird? Yeah, Caleb's Crossing is going to be definitely at my end of the year tasting, but I actually have both Raconteur Ryes from Rare Bird in this in the rye mix. Only one of them is in here tonight. The other one will be going against some other heavy hitters. But the one in here tonight is actually my favorite of the two, which is the Gemini 2. Yeah, it's the Voyage. Do you have to say trademark High West every time you say Burai? Maybe. Oh my God, this is fantastic. It's dark, it's rich. There's a there's this really heavy like creme brulee note on the back end that I'm getting for a rye whiskey that's pretty incredible. Great spice, great viscosity. The flavors carry through. It's fruit forward. There's a little bit of a there's something savory in there that's really nice as well. Man, the first one comes out hitting, comes out swinging. Like that one a lot. Did you have the Saz full proof in there? It's not in here tonight, but it will be next week in the next lineup. Saz full proof will be in it. Black Star says got to sample drum key in bourbon last week and F that shit. Oh, dude, you got to try it, Black Star? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm really happy you got to taste it, and thank you so much for coming on and letting people know about my hard work. New category with American Single Malt 2, Caleb's Crossing, and High West Burai. Anything else? New category. Yeah, what else would fall in there? You know, you could even throw the Junkies blend in there because that's a bourbon and rye blend. This Arctic Spirit. There's been a few good Burais. All right, let's get to this one here. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's very cherry for a rye. Oh, I'm digging that. Jason should send out drum key media samples to random followers. Well, I mean, if you're in the group and you're lucky enough to get a bottle, I really hope you enjoy it as much as I do, guys. It's going to be pretty cool. And back here, these are already bottled. I think I spoke about this last week, but this is my rye blend. This is my personal rye blend. I wonder if I should just throw this in the mix to see how it does. But this is my rye whiskey blend that I created. That's going to be an early next year drum key release. See how nice and dark that is for a rye whiskey? It's killer. It's killer. So. Oh man, that is minty cherry clove on the nose of this one. Oh my god. Dude, the first two have been incredible. That's really good. Dan and Sean would throw it in there. Yeah, I mean, my RC is dark and A so good. Cheers, y'all. Take care. See you next time. Have a good night, EMC. Have a great Thanksgiving. Jason Coates says the rye is great. Yep, I am worried about the real English expressions, says James. I don't know what that means. Throw it in there. Maybe next week. This tastes like mint chocolate chip ice cream with cherries in it. Oh my god. That is so good. Mint chocolate chip cherry. Dude. We all know Jason hates Rare Character. I don't hate Rare Character. I'm just not fond of their communication skills. That's all. I'm not a fan of their communication skills. Wow. Okay, so the first two are already pretty damn good. Let's go to number 3 here. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I do wish I had a walleye rye to put in here that was not a single barrel, because they were really unique this year. Very, very peach heavy. Yeah, the third one not so much. Coming off the first two, the third one definitely lacks. It's a little bit more drying versus the other two. Definitely has some spice. Definitely has some. It's more bready. It's more rye bread forward on the third one there. It's got a little sweetness. Not super. What is that one? Man, it does have a kick though. This is such a different animal coming off the other two. It's actually a chocolatey rye. It's a little bit dense. It's proofy. Definitely has a proof. Definitely has a proof to it. Rabry Rye and Russell Single Barrel Ryes are so great. Yeah, Bourbon and Brews, I agree with you. I think they're very underrated ryes, especially for the money, for sure. What is the top 5 Elijah Craig BF? BF. BF, BF. What's BF? Top 5 Elijah Craig BF. Elijah Craig. What does that mean? What's BF? Sorry, somebody educate me on that acronym. Yeah, the Silver Springs it's not a pick. It's not a pick. Oh, it must mean BP, like barrel proof. Oh, maybe he meant barrel proof. Okay. Top 5 Elijah Craig barrel proofs. Is this including the pirate bottles? Because all 5 would be the pirate bottles. Yeah, I actually like the third one there. The third one it's growing on me. It's very different from the first 2. Yeah, that's good. It's just such a different animal. It's definitely more rye bready, chocolatey, sweet. Okay. I think I still like the first 2 over that one though. Okay, let's go to the number 4 here. Okay, we're all right. Yeah, we just picked the Silver Springs. The Master Journey Whiskey Club just picked the Silver Springs single barrel, and we also just picked our first private label Scotch. It's a Bunnahabhain 50. Excuse me, it's a Bunnahabhain 15 year. That was aged in a Margaux cask, which is apparently a red wine like a Bordeaux. It's just called Margaux. It's cast strength. I think it's like 118 proof, something like that. Really fantastic stuff. All right, this one. I just drool on my chin. That's embarrassing. A little bit younger on the palate there. I don't think that's a nice sweet rye though. Inspired from earlier, having some Stranahan's founders. Wow, cinnamon toast crunch and all the yeah, totally. Love some Buna. Silver Springs pick, not on the sheet of integrity yet. Yeah, it's not yet, John. I gotta add it there. Also, I think is the Jimmy Red one on there. I don't think I added the Jimmy Red yet as well. That thing is crazy good. Yeah, Margaux will come after you like that. I'm gonna put a little music on. It's a little too quiet for me right now. No. Yeah. Go with this one. All right, I'm feeling that beat. All right. Margaux is in AOC is Bordeaux, and Chateau Margaux is in Margaux, and one of the best wines from France. Oh, there you go. Thank you. That music's gonna make my beaver thing. I'm like, Nicholas is killing me. All right, 4 is solid. It's not giving me the wow factors of 1, 2. I actually don't even think it's better than 3 yet. So, but very sweet. It's got. I'm wondering if that's the K-Luke. Unfortunately, it just has a lot of tingly. It's giving me toasted vibes. I could be wrong though. All right, let's go to 5. No, I got to go to this one first. This is 5. Oh, all right. We need an Origins video of the M&J Scotch pick. When is the Buna being released? We're not sure yet. We're backed up on so many picks right now. I mean, we have this week we have the Reveries coming out. We have 2 Reveries picks. I have the Drum Key the following week. That's my release though. We're still waiting on 2 Jack Daniels barrels, one Tanyard Hill, 1 Coy Hill. Absolute beasts. 3 Russell's picks, 2 Dickel picks. We did Dickels this year. A 17 and was it a 16 and an 18? Or was it a 17 and a 19? I forgot the ages, but really high aged George Dickel picks that were absolutely fantastic. So those are coming. We did a 10-year pinhook, a pinhook double oaked. That's not really out in the market too much right now, so we're really proud of that to bring that to the group. What else? My goodness gracious, 2 Crittendens. I'm not really sure what's happening with those. There's some stuff going down over there. Yeah, the Jimmy Red. the Silver Springs, the Bunnahabhain, the Buffalo Trace pick was still freaking waiting on. I mean, we have so much stuff coming to the group. So yeah. The Reveries are dropping next week. I'm sorry, this Friday. We have 2 picks from Reveries dropping this Friday. A 17-year Buff Turkey and a 10-year Seguin Moreau MGP. That's a short barrel. That is just, both of them are ridiculous. Yeah, we have 3 driftless picks we got in the mix. A Joseph Magnus pick that we have coming. It's insane. The round of picks we have coming from the Master Journey Club, you don't have to go to the store anymore and buy shit. We got you covered. Yep, Reveries are Black Friday drops. Dickle picks can get you in trouble. Exactly, Jerry. All right, so 5 is as rye as it gets. That is spice. It's mint. It's a little bit of a licorice note. There's some breadiness there. This is a really, really good representation of just a really great rye whiskey. It doesn't get, might be a hint of dill there, but not too much on this last one. Yeah, I'm trying not to let them all drop at once. It's going to be kind of a trickle effect. It's going to be a little bit tough to manage, but we'll figure it out. When is the Octomore pick? Yeah, William, I don't think that's happening. This one's okay. It's still not as good as the first 2, and I think it's not as good as 3 and 4 either. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go. Here we go. Jason, do you ever get heads up on OHLQ allocations? Amazon 45. I do sometimes from a couple of stores that I've been to, that I've been there for years buying stuff. They'll let me know if anything interesting is coming in, but it doesn't, like, it helps me, but it doesn't. It helps me because I know maybe what's coming in, but at the same time, they can't sell it to me any sooner than like when I was living in New York, I had really good relationships with some stores, and they would hold stuff back. Can't do that in Ohio. So if there's something I know that's good coming in, I go wait online like everybody else. I think there's a lot of misconceptions that people think that OHLQ gives me all this shit. They don't give me, OHLQ doesn't give me shit. They give me nothing. So when I'm made aware that certain things are hitting, if I want it, I get my ass up early and I go wait online like everybody else does. So, and if anyone tells you different, then that's just, they're just haters. This is number 6. So I could tell you this week, a Mason, there's not much coming in this week. So stay your ass in bed. You're good. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy coming this week. Drum key is dropping through Barrel King, right? Yes, it is. Do we need to do anything special, like create a login or account or something? Says Diego. I don't think so. So Diego, the bottles that I have allocated for the Patreon group, that's all you have to worry about. I'm not sure if you have to create an account or not, but if you do, I'll ask Jared. That's actually a really good question, Diego. I'll ask you. So this rye is not doing it for me. It's just a little bit, not enough depth. It's light, it's sweet, it's good, it's spicy, it's a solid rye, but not compared to some of the other ones here in this mix. All right. Oh, holy shit. We're in a different level here. The Reveries are dropping this Friday. Hey, Jason, new to the channel and new to whiskey. Learned a lot watching your channel already. What started your love of whiskey, says Guru3876. Thank you so much for chiming in, dude. It was a combination of factors, I think. One was me, Booker's Bourbon kind of started my journey into whiskey because I that was the first time I ever tried anything at barrel proof, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And that kind of took me down the path of trying more bourbons. And then when I moved to Columbus here in Ohio, I didn't know anyone, so I took a deep dive in the education and the historical part of American whiskey and bourbon, and I decided to turn it into a channel. And here we are, freaking 8 years later. Holy shit! Has it been 8 years? 20. When did I start that channel? 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 years I've been doing this. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 7 years. Holy shit. 7 years I've been doing this, and I love it every day. Oh, holy shit. What is that? This is dark. It is dense. There's blackberry in that rye. Holy shit. That's good. Wow. Yeah, man, time flies. Yeah, you're not kidding. Reveries on Shared Pour. They will be through Shared Pour, yes, but there'll be private links, so they'll go through Patreon as always. Dude, I don't know what number 7 is, but this thing is incredible. Wow. Let me, I feel like is the music loud? I feel like it might be loud. Let me just lower it a little bit. It's actually not that high, and it's actually still kind of loud. Okay. This thing's a beast. It's wow. Okay. That is so much dark fruit for a rye. I love that when you find that in a rye whiskey. That's so good. So different. It's unique. It balances out the spice. It balances out the breadiness. Love it. Richie Z said there. That's a good level. Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's go to number 8 here. See what we got. Oh, this smells fantastic too. All right, let's get into it, guys. What are your top side dishes for Thanksgiving? What do you look forward to every year? To me, it's a combination. It's the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and the cranberry sauce in one beautiful bite. That's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow, having that one bite of that turkey, stuffing, mashed potato, and gravy. Just, oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm like salivating thinking about it. So if you had a number one go-to side dish, what is it, guys? All the deviled eggs. Stuffing, JJ. I think for me, stuffing's number one too. I love stuffing, man. Come on, if you aren't eating stuffing, you're not having Thanksgiving. Corn casserole, says JG. Green bean casserole with French fried onions. That's a big favorite I've noticed in the last few years. The green bean casserole with the fried onions on top. That's a big thing. That's a thing. Stuffing, turkey gravy, and dark meat and deviled eggs. Oh, we're about to go crazy, Diego. All right. White meat versus dark meat. Where do you fall? I feel like dark meat has lived in the shadows for a very long time, hence the name dark meat. But I feel like champions of the dark meat from turkeys have started preaching the love of the dark meat, and I feel like more people all of a sudden are like, yeah, I like the dark meat. Are you a dark meat or white meat? Dark meat is where it's at. Dark all the way. Dark both. I like both. I don't care. Give me white meat, give me dark meat. I'll take either one. Richie Z said definitely like white meat, dark meat, dark meat. It's cooked to 180 plus. The darker the meat, the better the peaks. Says Hey Scooter. The dark meat. I prefer beaver. Keith Stefanski. Jesus. Oh my God. I prefer dark meat. I'm not saying that, Big Vic. I'm a brother, so of course it's white meat. Fucking Jeff, dude, I gotta have a drink with you, man. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm a brother, so it's the white meat. No comment. That's hilarious. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh, that teared me up a little bit. That was funny. It's gonna happen in 2026, Jason. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, did not see that coming. Okay. Shit. Dude, I like 8 a lot. 8's really, I gotta get past this shit. Oh my God, that was funny. Ugh. That's all I'm gonna think about tomorrow, Jeff. You killed me with that. Jeff is indulging in some white meat right now. This got very dark. That's right. Oh shit. Number 8 is fantastic as well. This is as minty and caramel and as sweet as a rye can get. With all, I'm wondering if this is the Michter's barrel proof. That's what it reminds me of. It's got this really, really heavy sweetness to it, but it's got all the rye spice you love. So I'm starring that one. That one's really good. Brussels with bacon, dude. That sounds incredible. So tomorrow I'm making. I actually already made the stuffing tonight, so stuffing's done. It took me everything I had, my willpower, to not eat like half of that damn tray tonight. So stuffing's done. I'm making mashed potatoes. I'm making sweet potatoes. I'm making mac and cheese. I'm making popovers with Gruyere cheese and black pepper in them. Making my gravy. Making my 2 turkeys. It's gonna be. I'm making deviled eggs for sure. Deviled eggs wasn't a big thing for me growing up because it was an Italian Thanksgiving. So we had the lasagna, the meatballs, the prosciutto, the mozzarella. All that was really the precursor to the big meals. Deviled eggs wasn't really in that mix. But moving to Ohio, meeting Kim, her family loves deviled eggs on Thanksgiving. So we're doing some deviled eggs tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the popovers are amazing. You make them, you fill up the popovers, you drop in some a couple cubes of Gruyere cheese, lots of black pepper. Those things balloon up, and you dip those in the gravy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So tomorrow we're gonna have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adults and 3 kids. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. The Master John, I also picked up a dozen cannoli that were hand stuffed today. Oh, Raging Irishman, you're killing me. Dude, I like 8 a lot. So I'm starring 1, 2, 8. 8's really good. 7 was ridiculous. Let's go to number 9 here. It's the last one. So yeah, I'm doing 2 turkeys tomorrow. One is in the oven and one is going to be smoked. Doing a smoked turkey tomorrow. My first time I'm ever doing it. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I'm injecting it with like a combination of hot sauce, butter, hot butter, hot sauce, and herbs. Gonna inject it with that. Gonna do a nice little spice rub on top of it. Just throw that in the smoker. Should be done in a couple hours. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to try that turkey. And then my favorite is the next day, obviously, is the leftovers. I take the stuffing and I take any leftover stuffing and I pack it like a patty and I throw that in a waffle maker. So you take the waffle maker and you freaking spray the waffle maker with some like Pam, or like, you can rub it with some butter. I'm going to make everybody drool right now. Then you make a waffle with with just the stuffing alone. You turn the waffle into a stuffing. Then you make 2 of those, and that's your bread. That's your 2 slices of bread when you make 2 of those. Then you get the turkey, you get the cranberry, you get the gravy, you get some onions, and then you turn that into a sandwich. Then you mash that together with some mashed potatoes. You put that in the middle, and then you drop that in a panini press on top of it. And then you got this crazy deep, rich sandwich. I'll also throw some cranberry sauce in there. You need some tartness. And then you have a little bit of gravy on the side. So you dip that sandwich in the gravy. That is the move on Friday. That's what I'm looking forward to, is the leftover panini press waffle stuffing sandwich that I like to make on Friday after Thanksgiving. That's right. Jason, I still haven't tried deep fried turkey. Is it good? Yeah, deep fried turkey will change your life, dude. You turn the stuffing into a waffle, Jason. Are you cocked already? No. I'm telling you, Vic, it's a thing. Do it. Do it. Let me wipe the drool from my mouth. I'm telling you, I'm totally wearing sweatpants tomorrow. It's going to be... Actually, I probably need the sweatpants more on Friday than tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be burning calories. I'll be running around. I'll be smoking turkeys. I'll be cooking. But I'm telling you, dude, the leftover sandwich is what you got to do. If you have a waffle maker, take some stuffing, pack it in there, spray it with some butter, make two turkey waffles. Two stuffing waffles. You have one side, you have this side. Turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce. Hey, if you're feeling crazy, throw some green beans in there too. Whatever you want to do. But you need the turkey, you need the cranberry sauce, you need the mashed potatoes, and you need the gravy. Then you take the other side of that stuffing waffle, make a sandwich, put that shit in the panini press for a couple minutes, dip it in your leftover gravy. You're going to have the best leftover day on Friday ever. You're welcome. You're welcome. How often do you stuff a blue waffle? What's a blue waffle? What's a blue waffle? No, I will not be watching the Falcons. Fuck them. Is it oyster stuffing? No, I don't. I just make a traditional stuffing, sausage stuffing. This is Jason's Bizarro World PB&J. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh man, nine's a little flat. Oh no, 9 is the citrus. 9 is the orange, the lemon, the tea. Yes, that's what the last one is. You know, Henry Turner, I'll make a short on it. I'll do it. I'll make a short on that sandwich for sure. I'll do it. I don't know. I don't want to know what a blue waffle is. Can we? Yeah, I might do a short on that. Happy Turkey Day, Jason, all in chat. No, I'm not looking up a blue waffle. No, thank you. Oh, this is good. Okay. I have a few standouts here tonight, guys. So for the first round, 1 and 2 were my standouts. 7 and 8 were also standouts. Probably 9 I'd throw in there as well. 3 is on the cusp here. This one it's close. So that means these 3, am I kind of taking these 3 out of the mix? Yeah. This is probably my last place. I like this a little bit more than that one. So yeah, so that's there, that's there, and that's there. Okay, those are those three. Gonna get them out of the way. These 6 are all really good, but there are definitely some standouts here. So let's get into this here. Now it's just a matter of getting these ranked. Dude, number 1 is so good. It's so good. There's so many layers to that whiskey. Oh, these first 2 are killer. And then 3. I like 3, but I don't like them nearly as much as 1 and 2. So that one's a little bit distance here. All right, let's go to these here. Hold on one second. Well, what just happened? I can't see the chat now. What did I do? Oh, there we go. Oh God, this one is ridiculous. This belongs with the upper echelon right here. Whatever that one is. These 3, I think, are the tops. Yeah, I think we have a little bit of 3, 3, and 3. These are the bottom 3. These are the middle 3. These are the top 3. Hands down. All right. So let me rank these 3. You guys did not look up Blue Waffle, did you? Is it crazy? To avoid I'm not looking at that. I'm not Googling that shit. I don't want weird ads on my feed. On my feed. All right. I think that's the move right there. So that's those 3. Now we have these top 3. All 3 of these. These are my top 3 rye whiskeys in this round. Let's see what we got. Oh, man. All 3 of these are ridiculous. Okay. I looked up guys looking up Blue Waffle. You guys are gonna get some weird effing ads. I don't even know what Blue Waffle means. Dude. This is a really special rye. I don't know what that is, but that's so good. And then this one. One, two, three, right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go, guys. Perfect timing. Let's find out what these rye whiskeys are. Let's see which top 3 are moving on to the finals. Here we go. Oh, I can't wait for stuffing tomorrow. I'm so excited. Stuffing and gravy, all of it. Man, what a lineup here tonight. All right, so coming in at 9th place for me tonight belongs to, and I'm going to do this. Let's see. I'm going to break out the whiskey. the bottle cam. Is that turning on for me? There we go. All right, is the bottle cam working yet? There we go. Okay. So here comes the ninth place. The ninth place rye whiskey in this lineup belongs to the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof 108 12-year 3-month A925. Wow. Safe to say this rye was a little bit of a disappointment for me. I thought that it would it does suck because this rye whiskey, this batched version that they did at the distillery, this Y225 is so stupid good that it just pales in comparison. This one just pales in comparison, unfortunately. So there you go. Get ready for some emails, Jason. Sorry. I mean, it is what it is. But this rye is freaking unbelievable. So they need to. I think this is a contender for rye whiskey of the year. This batch of Elijah Craig. So they didn't shit the bed the entire time, but that one that came out is not that great. Okay. 8th place goes to letter G. Letter G belongs to here it comes. The Michter's Limited Barrel Proof Barrel Strength Rye. Very surprising. I think this is one of those ryes that, as much as I love it, it doesn't do well in blinds because it's a lower proof rye whiskey. I mean, you're looking at 110.2 proof. I mean, it's not super low, but in the context of some of these others, it just doesn't normally do well, but I do enjoy it. This is one of those ryes that I could drink all day long. I love it, but in blinds, it never tracks well. It's kind of a weird thing. Okay. 7th place goes to letter A. Letter A is the K. Luke Toasted Rye Whiskey. So this is a toasted rye from K. Luke, blended straight whiskey. So even though it finished 7th, it actually took out some heavy hitters. When you think about it, this K. Luke Toasted Rye took out Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye, also took out Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. I think there's something to be said for that, but there just wasn't enough here to compete with some of these upper echelon rye whiskeys here. So very good rye, but didn't quite get there, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, but never missed out on spice. Have you tried the Barstown Rye Cherry Wood Finish and Barrel Strength? Yes, Black Star, I have. I actually have a pick of it. It's actually right here. This is a pick we did of that exact rye whiskey, and it is incredible. It's incredible. So, yep. I'm happy I got the one from the Blitz, but disappointed that the shelf version is that much worse. All right, let's go to, what is this? That's 9, 8, 7. 6th place is the D. The D goes to, and this is a little surprising. The Sagamore Cask Strength. This is definitely a delicious rye. Love it for the price. Love it for the money. But again, this is not the 10-year. The 10-year will be next week. This is not the 10-year. We'll see how good the 10-year does. But the Sagamore Rye comes in at 6th place in this blind tasting. There you go. All right. Top 5, baby. Here we go. Number 5 belongs to, is that E? Letter E. Letter E goes to the Silver Springs Sweet Rye Whiskey. If you guys have not heard of this one, This is a $35, $40 bottle at most. It is Silver Spring Sweet Rye whiskey. These come in about 7, 8 years old. These are delicious. They are incredible rye whiskeys. There are barrel picks starting to drop of these things. And I'm telling you guys, if you come across this rye whiskey, you buy it on site. The value for these and what you get is just too good. You just saw that it took out K-Luke, it took out Sagamore, it took out Michter's Barrel Proof. That's how good this shit is for the money. So I would highly recommend, if you guys see that bottle, just grab one. I think it's a unique mash bill. Oh, excuse me. Jeez. They couldn't say where it was from, but I believe it's a New Riff mash bill on the down low. Not that it's on the down low because I'm on a live stream, but I think it's a New Riff mash bill. So yeah. Yeah, hidden gem for sure. That Silver Springs is a hidden gem. That is one of those bottles that, I mean, you look in this lineup and where it landed in 5th place. That's really impressive for what you have. Now we have a top 4. So let's get into it. That Silver Springs is great, especially for the price point. I've been through 3 bottles of it. It says Appalachian Bourbon Society. Jeff Winbush says, hey now. Okay. 4th place. Here's where it got sticky. This is letter F. As in FU. This belongs to... Wow. Wow. It's the New Riff Balboa Rye whiskey that comes in 4th place in this lineup. I'm telling you guys, this is one of my favorite ryes that release every year. Love this Balboa Rye. It's a different blend, but this New Riff Balboa Rye for 2025 kills it. I love it so much. And it gets 4th place here, which means the New Riff High Note 10-year made it to the top 3. Let's see where it fell. Okay. This is getting interesting. That means in the top 3, we have the New Riff High Note, the Gemini 2 Raconteur Rye, which was my favorite of the 2, and what's the last one? Oh, the Old Forester President's Choice Rye whiskey. Holy shit. 3rd place goes to... Moving on to the finals. Kind of ruined it, but there you go. The New Riff High Note. New Riff comes in with number 3 and number 4 in this blind tasting tonight. The New Riff High Note. This thing, it is cherry mint ice cream. This is the one that I wrote down where it tasted like mint chocolate chip ice cream with cherries in it. That thing is so good. I'm telling you guys, if you guys have not tried this New Riff High Note, you definitely deserve it. It deserves to be tried for sure. It is really, really good. So this is moving on to the finals. We'll see how it does against some of the other heavy hitters, but New Riff High Note is going on. Love it. 2nd place. Letter C belongs to the Raconteur Rye Gemini number 2. There it is, guys. Gemini. I loved this whiskey the moment I tried it. It is a Mizunara finish. It is dark. It is so delicious. This Raconteur Rye is one of my favorites of the year. I was hoping it would do well, and it did. So number 2 in the lineup tonight. Holy shit. Rare Bird 101, congrats. This is a killer rye whiskey for 2025, which means, you know, my number 1 ends up going to the President's Choice, Rye from Old Forester. And I think what sold me on it is the fact that it has such dark fruit influence in the palate. I absolutely love it. It's delicious. And yeah, this thing won out for me. But the Raconteur Rye was not that far behind. That Gemini 2 I told you guys how good that Gemini 2 was. So if you got it and tried it, I'm hoping that you agree with my assessment here. Raconteur RYE 2 gets second place. Old Forester President's Choice RYE gets first place, and third place, also moving on, goes to the New Riff High Note 10-year RYE. So 3 super delicious RYEs for 2025, and yeah, there we go. Absolutely amazing, guys. Hell yeah. Rarebird says, hey, PC RYE is awesome. Yeah, Rarebird, if you find a way to get some dark fruit into that Raconteur RYE, it's an easy RYE of the year right there. What do you do with all that leftover RYE? Mom always told me there are sober people in China. Sometimes I like tinker with them to blend and just see like what different mash bills do with each other. You know, me now being a blender to some degree, I like toying with different mash bills and seeing what works and what doesn't work. Bougie ass palette rigged, says Big Vic. Fair play to Grown Foreman. How can I even think about RYE after Googling Blue Waffle? President's Choice is fire. Yeah. You know, Brown Foreman to me and Old Forester hasn't really been very impressive, you know, year to year, unfortunately. But that President's Choice RYE, I think, is something really worth talking about, especially for 2025. It's delicious. It's fruit forward. There's a lot of layers to that whiskey, and that's the reason why it's number one. But honestly, the Raconteur RYE wasn't that far behind the Gemini 2. So between that one and the New Riff High Note, we have 3 very good whiskeys that are going to be going against the winners of this whole blind tasting. And what I have left here is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, the Batched Whiskey, the Jack Daniel's Tanyard Hill, Raconteur RYE Gemini 1 is still in the mix. We'll see how that one does. The Sagamore 10-year, the Pursuit Spirit Triple Mash RYE at Barrel Proof, the Sazerac 125, the Full Proof, and the Michter's 10-year RYE. So a lot of great RYEs still to come next week. It'll be pretty. Caleb Crossing versus Gemini 2. I don't know, man. Rarebird, are there still some left of the Gemini 2? Please tell me there are. In all reality, Michter's never wins in blinds. Yeah, it's true. What? Guys. Oh, yeah, and Overholt 12. Overholt 12 will also be next week as well. There are Gemini 2s available. Guys, dude, you guys are... Go buy a Gemini 2. It's real. It's stupid good how good that RYE is. Please do it. Yeah, it's on Bourbon Outfitter. Go get it right now. You know what? Screw this. What time is it? 11:12. I got time for turkey. Hold on. I'm going to hold on a second. Yep. Nope. Is this the Gemini 2? It's right here, guys. Here's the link. This dude, go get it. If you like RYE, that RYE is special. Just get it. Just get it. There you go. There's the link. I'm going to post it again just because I want to annoy you guys and get it, because you should have it in your collection. All right, so what happens when you blend your top 3 RYEs in round 1? Old Forester, Gemini, and New Riff. Does it work? Does it not work? Does it taste like shit? Does it taste amazing? We're about to find out. Only 4 left. Sealbox has someone's... Dude, I just posted the link, dude. Vic, you can't be putting in your shit in there. What are you doing? No, Vic, you can't be doing that shit with rare character. Put in the bourbon out. Get your Gemini too, guys. Holy shit. Let me see if this works. Oh, it does work. Holy shit, that's good. Gemini 2, Old Forester President's Choice Rye, and the high note from New Riff together. Guys, this was completely entertaining and a lot of fun. I mean, you guys in the chat, you make this so fun each and every week. Thank you so much. I just want to say to everyone, have a happy and very healthy Thanksgiving. Please, take the time, spend with your family, sit down, have conversations, have a glass of whiskey, talk with your family, spend that time together. And, that's what Thanksgiving is all about. I think Thanksgiving gets kind of the shaft because people are so quick to move to Christmas. But Thanksgiving is actually my favorite holiday. I love Thanksgiving. I love sitting down with family, sharing a meal. We all don't sit down and have dinners like this all the time. And we should, and we don't. So if you're out there, have a happy, safe, delicious Thanksgiving. Share some whiskey with some friends. I love all of you. I will see you next week right here on the Master and Drum for round number 2 of this rye throwdown, which actually ended up being really, really cool this year. So thank you guys so much. Love all of you. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And with all that said, like I always say, it's not about the whiskey. It's the people you share it with. Cheers. I'll see you guys next week right here on the Master and Drum for round number 2. Cheers, guys. Go eat some turkey. Gobble, gobble.